Sanjay Kumar Singh, political editor, firstpost.com, joins us in the studio. Well, Mr. Singh, Prime Minister obviously expressing concern, and naturally so. Important legislative business being held to ransom by unusual tactics, let's say undemocratic. Does Parliament democracy function this way, one would ask?
See, if you look at what President Pranab Mukherjee had said some time ago, that disruption was not among the 3Ds that Parliament or democracy was supposed to have. That was debate, dissension and decision. And this disruption came in much later. This is becoming a practice. And if in this particular case, nobody really knows as to why Parliament is being disrupted.
That's right.
There is a judicial matter out there in court, whereby Rahul Gandhi, Sonia Gandhi, Suman Dubey, Oscar Fernandez, Motilal Vora and Pitroda have to appear before the trial court. And High Court has also given a decision in asking that they must appear before that court. And also given some very scathing observations, made very strong observations against the Congress leaders. Of course, there as the respondents or petitioner in that particular case. People at large are completely at loss as to why should a matter which is being kind of put there on the trial and taken cognizance by judiciary should hold Parliament at ransom.
Absolutely.
This is a matter where I would agree with the leaders in the government that government so far is not in picture in National Herald case. This was a petition filed by Subramaniam Swamy way back in 2012 when he was not a leader of BJP.
In fact, the finance minister has said so in a Facebook post today as well.
Facebook post,
he also said that there no prosecution as yet. I mean, hasn't started.
No.
I mean, from the government side, yes.
The government ideally should have a role. If something wrong has been committed, the government should look into that. In this case, the government is putting up a defense that no government agency has taken cognizance or gone into investigations.
But he doesn't say that it will not happen. It will happen in the future. It may happen.
Of course.
As the law takes its course.
As the law takes its course, it has to happen. But for that, for whatever should have been a personal matter to be fought out in judicial courts, you hold Parliament to ransom. Parliament is built for the purpose of conducting debate and legislative matters. In this case, the one bill which Prime Minister mentioned, the GST bill, touted to be biggest economic reform bill since the time of independence. Then you also have this real estate regulatory authority, which was kind of cleared by cabinet yesterday, and also is pending before Rajya Sabha since last session.
You also mentioned the payment of bonus bill, which will help the poorer sections of society get a bonus of from 3,000 to 7,000 rupees.
And how long can this thing go on? Actually, as per whims and fancies, I think Rahul Gandhi should listen his own speeches when he says that leaders should listen to the people and popular voices and so on and so forth.
So the Congress party then, it's using this as, let's call it the politics of disruption. You said that it was not part of the system of parliamentary democracy, but it's now become a system. In the view of the general public, this is not something that is acceptable, isn't it? Because when we saw what happened in the monsoon session of Parliament, in fact, most people said this was nonsense. I mean, it should not happen. The Parliament is meant to function.
See, the Congress says that BJP did that.
But nobody remembers the issues on which the Parliament is being disrupted.
If you remember, when in UPA 1, BJP used to kind of disrupt Parliament, when there was actually no substantive issue for them to press against then government, UPA 1, BJP kind of, people did not take that favorably. And Congress won in 2009. In subsequent to 2009, there were a series of scams, and when Parliament was stalled, particular demand of JPC and so on. And then the popular mood was against Congress. In this case, nobody is kind of actually knows as to why Parliament is being disrupted. But in this case, there is a complete disconnect between popular kind of feelings and what is happening in Parliament. I think it's time that Congress should realize that.
And so, as a man who studies politics and, as a political editor, how would you understand this kind of politics that is being played out in Parliament currently? From the political point of view, I mean, is it a game of one-upmanship? Who is really benefiting? It's a zero-sum game.
No, actually, this is also a way to project from the Congress party that the few issues involved into that. A, that is also politics of entitlement and dynasty. When Sonia Gandhi says that I'm daughter-in-law of Indira Gandhi.
Yes.
B, there is also an attempt to make other parties rally around Congress, which unfortunately has not happened for Congress. And C, Congress in some states, parties against BJP, like in Delhi and in Bihar, have won. But then Congress is not emerging as an alternate wherever the BJP is not actually gaining.
Right.
The Congress therefore is taking a pole position that in parliament they can disrupt parliament and go on attacking Modi and for everything what happens, and thereby emerge as kind of a pole position to attract other parties. I think whatever the rationale and logic is,
Right.
I think there is certain degree of disconnect from the feeling, ground situation, and whatever decision making process is there in the Congress party.
Sanjay Singh, thank you very much for joining us here on Newsnight.